Hello students, welcome back to my channel. So we are learning the chapter networking concept. Today's is a very small topic we will be discussing about communication modes. Now, what is this communication modes when it comes to the networking? So modes of communications are essentially the method through which a communication takes place. Now we know that network is nothing but a collection of different kinds of nodes through different kinds of a network. So now there has to be communication between these nodes. That is the reason we have a network, and we have seen why there is a need, of a network. So unless and until we have a communication, it is of no use. So whenever we are talking about communications, so there are different modes through which it can happen. The communication mode defines how the data can flow depending upon the type of media used. So a data has to be flown within a network from one source to the destination or between the nodes between the networks. So this totally depends upon the types of media used. So they are simplex mode, half duplex mode, and full duplex mode. Let us briefly see each one of them. What is the meaning of them? Okay. So the very first one is a simplex mode. So on this panel, there is only one interface that is the transmitter, and all the other interfaces are receiver. Okay. This is just like a classroom. You can imagine a classroom. There is going to be a teacher who is going to share the information, wherein which the students will receive the information. So the communication is one way here. So this is nothing but your simplex mode of a transmission, where you only have a transmitter and then there is a receiver who is going to receive. Even your television can be an example for simplex, where we can only watch, wherein which we cannot interfere or we cannot interact back to the TV or a radio or any kind of a entertainment channel. For that example, they are on simplex mode. The full bandwidth is completely for signals traveling across transmitter to the receiver or receivers. Okay, so whatever the connection, the bandwidth, the network is available is only for the data transmission from the receiver, not from the transmitter to the receiver, and not other way. On this channel, transmitting interface cannot receive and receiving interface cannot transmit. That is what I said. If you are a transmitter, you cannot receive back. Receiving back is not allowed. And if you're a receiver, then you cannot transmit back. So basically, this arrow is not allowed. There is only one directional arrow. So the examples are radio, TV, etc. They are all simplex channels where we do not transmit back. We only receive from the transmitter. That is called as your simplex mode of transmission. All right. Next comes as half duplex. What is this half duplex? On this channel, each interface works as a transmitter as well as a receiver. Unlike the simplex mode, here both the transmitter and receiver will behave as transmitter as well as receiver, but only one interface can transmit at a time. Simultaneously, they cannot do both of them cannot become a transmitter. Simultaneously, both of them cannot become a receiver. At any given point of a time, one will be transmitter, other will be receiver. Once the transmitter is done transferring the data, then this can become a transmitter and this can become a receiver. Simultaneously, they cannot. The full bandwidth of the channel is available to the transmitting interface, which will not receive while transmitting. Okay, so as you can see here, both the arrows are available, but they are not a single arrow. It is not mentioned in this way, which means you cannot do simultaneously. Once you are done transferring, then only you have to receive. That is the reason there are two arrows here. Okay. So generally it is used in walkie-talkies. You might know walkie-talkie we cannot use like a mobile phone. In mobile phone, you can talk as well as your friend can talk simultaneously from the other end. But in walkie-talkie, if you are a transmitter, if you are talking, the other person can also not talk. Okay, he should listen and then only he will be able to talk back. So that is an example of half duplex. Marine and aviation also, they will use the same kind of a technology. Okay, so these are all the example for half duplex channels. So the last one is full duplex. So you might have understood by now, full duplex is, this has two ends, each serving as a transmitter and receiver simultaneously. Okay, so each interface can transmit and receive at the same time. So the modern telephone system use full duplex channel. Now, modern telephone system is nothing but your mobile phones and everything, where you can speak simultaneously, the other person can also speak. That is why it is a full duplex channel. It is more expensive due to the hardware or increased number of channels and bandwidth. So this bandwidth is used by both the receiver as well as the sender. They can communicate simultaneously. They can become a receiver and transmitter simultaneously. All right, this is how a full duplex works. So these are the three communication modes, that is simplex, half duplex, and full duplex. I hope this is clear. So that's all in today's session, students. Thank you for watching. Keep learning.